Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance was recently mocked over a trip to the supermarket where he botched a very easy photo op.
I do think, unfortunately, looking at the prices here, things are way too expensive. And they're way too expensive because of Kamala Harris's policies. I mean, look, yes, buddy, you want some eggs?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about eggs, because these guys actually eat about 14 eggs every single morning. Is that right?
Yeah,
Whoa. We'll be careful about this. Eggs, when Kamala Harris took office, were short of $1.50 a dozen. Now a dozen eggs will cost you around $4 thanks to Kamala Harris's inflationary policies. Pennsylvania actually has seen some of the worst grocery price increases of the entire nation. And again, it's because she cast the deciding vote on the Inflation Explosion Act.
Okay, there's a couple of issues with this, right? So he's talking about inflation, okay, and that's a real thing. That's a real issue. It's impacting a lot of people. Of course, I don't disagree with that. But the issue here is the price, number one, the price of a dozen eggs behind him was not $4. It was $2.99. I know it's a little difficult to see, but $2.99, and then to be fair, below it looks like $4.79 or maybe $4.99. So, yeah, there are some eggs that do cost over $4. Yes. In fact, the average price of a dozen eggs was around $3.20 in August, according to data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. So that's, again, there's no doubt that there are things that are more expensive now than they used to be. All right? And back in January of 2023, the price was actually much higher, averaging $4.82 per dozen. So now why? Why? Well, he blames Kamala Harris's inflationary policies, but in reality, it's actually more simple supply and demand. That's the reality. Look, supply went down because of bird flu outbreak, which actually reduced the number of egg-laying chickens. As of August 22nd, the virus affected more than 100.7 million birds in the United States since January of 2022, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Bird flu continues to be a problem. More recently, multiple commercial egg facilities in Weld County, Colorado, reported outbreaks affecting 1.78 million chickens, according to the CDC. In May, Post Holdings, the St. Louis-based consumer packaged goods company, reported about 5.7 million birds were affected by outbreaks at egg-laying facilities in Minnesota and Iowa that are operated by one of its contractors, Myco Foods. The total number of birds impacted by those outbreaks added up to roughly 14% of Post's supply. Another 5.97 million birds were lost between outbreaks at two facilities earlier this spring, according to the USDA's Livestock, Dairy, and Poultry Outlook report, released on April 17th. Cal-Maine Foods, Inc., the largest U.S. egg producer, announced on April 2nd that it had found cases of bird flu in chickens at a plant in Texas. More than 1.6 million egg-laying hens and 337,000 juvenile chickens were affected at the Texas plant, or about 3.6% of the company's total flocks, Cal-Maine said in a news release. Not only that, but you had in Michigan, the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development finding cases of bird flu at Herbrooks Poultry Ranch, another major U.S. egg producer based in Ionia County, Michigan. So all of those together would be the main reason that eggs are more expensive now than they used to be, because of avian flu. So look, J.D. Vance is being dishonest. He is lying, not only about the cause of the price increases, but literally the price itself, as it's right behind him. So, of course, people online had to call him out. TV producer and filmmaker Morgan J. Freeman said, quote, even in their own damn photo, it shows J.D. Vance is lying about the price of eggs. Another person wrote, hey, you might want to remove the price tags next time you lie on camera. Also, you're holding a pack of 24 eggs. I know math isn't your strong suit, but that's 2 dozen. They did all that, then forgot to take the price tags off the eggs before they shot a video with him lying about the price of eggs, said another. Look, I doubt some of his fans would really care. They'll say, so what? So what? It's true. Eggs are more expensive. Yeah, it's because of supply and demand. Kamala Harris can't magically lower the price of eggs herself. In fact, if she did, you would call it socialism and be very, very mad about it. And look, Donald Trump can't lower the price of eggs either, all right? No, what his plan is, and it's ridiculous, he's going to place tariffs on food imports, which would do what? The opposite of what he claims to want to do, which is to lower the prices of food. What tariffs are going to do is actually make a lot more imported foods more expensive. Look, on JD Vance, obviously the guy's not good at this. All right? He's actually absolutely terrible. Now, that said, I've heard an interesting theory about JD Vance, in that he's actually working from the inside to throw the election for Trump. Now, maybe working against Trump secretly, or maybe I don't know. But it is an interesting theory. I can't say for sure. That said, there's some pretty hilarious bad gaffes, okay, involving food. The donut shop, for example. Oh, yeah, just give me whatever makes sense. What? What do you mean, whatever makes sense? And in Philadelphia, apparently this big thing about ordering a Philly cheesesteak at Pat's King of Steaks, that this guy botched. And so, how do you mess up ordering a Philly cheesesteak? I don't know. Either he's doing this on purpose to tank Donald Trump, or I think what is more likely, he's just incredibly weird and can't help himself. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.